Alright. So, Dragon Ball Super Superhero just came out, boys. You know. So I think it's time for my boy Gohan to take a seat. Right here. Because, I got problems with this movie. So let's get started, man. So, throughout the story of Dragon Ball, man, our boy Gohan, you know, everybody loves Gohan. You know what I mean? You might not like how he is today and stuff like that, but he's been growing into this character. You know, throughout, like, beginning of Z, he's just a little kid. And he's getting into this world that he doesn't want to be in. He just wanted to go out with his dad. He just wants to go home to his mom. Gets kidnapped by Piccolo. Basically beaten in the woods for like half a year and stuff like that. And he deals with it. And, you know, it's like, okay. You know, he deals with it. He grows attached to him. He gets a bond. Piccolo dies and gets that rage boost. And he's like, boom. And it's like that inkling of that. You know, that good old Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that we're going to get in an arc or two. You know, it doesn't do anything, but oh well. Then we go to the next arc. You know what I mean? Oh, well, also we need to mention the Spirit Bomb thing of, like, even with all that rage in him, he's still got a pure heart. You know what I mean? That's incredibly important to his character. So, then we got Super Saiyan, you know, Super Saiyan, Legend and all that stuff. We got the Frieza arc. Stuff like that. Planet Namek, getting his potential unleashed. And he's just trying to get the Dragon Balls so he can revive his friends, bro. The homies. Get the gang back together. Bring Piccolo back. So they go up there and deal with all this stuff. Gohan explodes with rage. Frieza doesn't do anything, but he does it. You know what I mean? Then his dad explodes. He's angry and all that stuff. Great stuff in this arc. Then we got the Android saga / the Cell saga. You know, we all just kind of lump it in, but you know, Gohan's having to train more, stuff like that. Having to go into a hyperbolic time chamber, not seeing his mom for what for him is like a couple of years. Stuff like that. Growing older in there and stuff like that. Just fighting. Trying to make his daddy proud. But he doesn't want that fight. You know what I mean? Our boy 16 points that out later. He doesn't want that fight. Piccolo sees it. He's like, he don't want that fight. Even Team 4 Star saw it. And one of the, you know, Team 4 Star got some good writing in it, but their coverage of the end of the Cell arc was great. And stuff like that. But we get Gohan's rage explosion after everyone's getting beaten. He getting beaten up by Cell. Not even really hurt all that much. Just getting beat up. Because Cell's like, I'm going to keep hurting you till you do something. And it's like, I'll go after your friends and your family. See 16's head getting smashed in and stuff like that. And he finally explodes. That dog in him gets pushed out. He's crying in the middle of it. He doesn't want this. But the power gets to his head a little bit and he starts, you know, moving and shaking. Gets a little overconfident, big at his britches. You know what I mean? Like, you let it out, you gotta deal with it. Stuff like that. That type of energy. Ends up getting his dad killed. And he has to be the protector of Earth. So then Goku is off being dead for 7 years. And Gohan slowly just realizes, like, man, I like education. I want to be a normal guy. He's wanting to be a normal guy. You know what I mean? The power is cool. Like, obviously, being able to fly is cool. It's convenient. Being able to run at the speed of light, that's great. But he just wants to be a normal guy. Go to school, get a wife, and get a good job. And so, in the Buu Saga, we see this. He ain't been training. He been slacking. They say that he's not, like, he barely is at the level as he was when he fought Cell. When he's fighting, Deborah, you know? So we're dealing with that. And it's kind of crazy. It's just really crazy just to think about that. It's like, he doesn't want to fight. Then he gets that potential unlocked, and he gets that confidence back in him because he's one of the strongest guys he's the strongest unfused character in the series. Stuff like that. And, he's smacking him around a little bit. His mom died. This dude killed his mom, his girlfriend. All of this been threatening everybody. Threatening the planet. So he's like, nah, it's time. Once again, that confidence gets him into trouble. And once again, he ends up losing a lot of things because of stuff like that. But, yeah. So, yeah. Alright, sorry about that, boys. Had to stop the recording for a minute. But, so back on it. Gohan, in the Buu saga, he's gotten his ultimate form and everything like that, and he loses all that stuff because of that. He ends up dying for his overconfidence. You know what I mean? I was like, okay. Then we go into Resurrection of F, Battle of Gods, but like no one there, even if he was training, could do anything. And then he thinks he can rely on his dad to do stuff, so he gets into tracksuit mode. And tracksuit mode Gohan gets utterly bodied by Frieza. Piccolo basically about dies. I don't remember that saga very well. I'm gonna be honest. That movie was trash anyway. But, he realizes something. He's like, man, I'm really not that guy anymore. I can't defend my family with this. I can't defend my friends with this. What if Goku and Vegeta couldn't show up? We'd all died. Might keep that in mind for later. But, he takes that and puts that in his head. That puts that little idea in his head. I'm going off of primarily the anime and stuff like that. Because, I've been keeping up with the modern manga, but you know what I mean. But it's shaky and everything. But anyway. So, then Gohan, we meet him up. He doesn't even get told about Goku Black. And he learns about it. He's like, what? He's probably like, what? What's going on here, bro? You didn't tell me about this? Yeah, I mean, like, obviously there was, like, introductory tournaments and all that other crap, but I don't care. It's not really important. And, he has to train again. He's got to get back in gear because, the Tournament of Power is coming up. The top is coming up, man. And he's begging his dad to go all out on him so he can get stronger, so he can defend his family. And he learns, like, hey, I got to balance this. I can be a family man. I can do what I can, what I want and stuff like that. But I got to train. If that means I got to hop in the time chamber, because, the rule of, you can only go in there like twice in your life basically just gets thrown out every 5 seconds. And you probably just wish for it. You know what I mean? You reset the time chamber every so often, you're fine. Go in the time chamber. Spend a day. It's a year. You know what I mean? Go in there with your dad and go and train. Go in there with Piccolo or somebody like that. Go in there and train for a year. I know it seems like a long time, but you've done it before. You know what I mean? Only for you it'll feel like time has passed. But when you get back, bro, you're gonna, like, Gohan's gonna love his wife and love his kid even more because he ain't seen them in a year or two. He ain't seen them in a minute. And he's gonna be just best dad ever, Gohan. Then he can take a couple months off. And you don't have to train all that much. Just enough to keep up the strength you already got. You know what I mean? It's a nice, relaxed peace, chilling with his wife and his kid. Okay? He learns that lesson. In the Tournament of Power, he learns that. Then we got the Moro arc. And he probably felt Broly. Like, you know, we don't talk about how he doesn't show up during Broly, but he's just doing something, I guess. But I guess he was on a board meeting and he just felt that, and he was like, "What in the world?" It's like, bro, I know you can go for a bathroom break in the middle of that and go, like, at least, like, call somebody, like Bulma or something, but whatever. So then after that, we get to the Moro arc. He's not really doing a lot. He's fighting Moro's goons and everything like that. And, you know, he's got to be strong. Then we get to Superhero. Because it takes place right before the Granola arc. Which, that's another thing I'm going to have to sit down the Granola arc real quick and give it a little bit of a smack, bro. I'm feeling like John Connery. But so then after that, bro, this man is just doing stuff with ants. Chimera ants. Like, that'll probably be a cool plot line later, but I do not care about them dang chimera ants. Get your butt in gear. You can't even go pick up your daughter. You want to be Family Man Gohan? Go be Family Man Gohan. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's perfectly fine with me. I like Family and Gohan. But don't not have the family part, because then you're just Man Gohan. No family ain't having is. And stuff like that. Can't even go pick up his kid, being a bum. Piccolo's got to get him in gear. Stuff like that. Okay? Like that. So, throughout all that explanation, I know it was a little long-winded, and I've said man 50 trillion times, and bruh, and anything like that. But that's just how I speak, boys. So, I'll get better. I'll get better. Don't worry about it. So, like, we're gonna talk about right here, right now, why the crap Gohan keeps forgetting this lesson. Stuff keeps on happening. Like, not a big amount of time is passing in between these arcs. You know what I mean? Goku's not like a 70-year-old man. It wasn't like 20 years. Like, I can understand after 20 years you might give up. No. This is probably like 2-3 years. What you doing? You felt Broly over there. Goku would have told you about that. How a guy that came in and was stronger than him probably could have really used your help and everything like that. And you just say, nah, I'm going to sit at home and look at Animal Crossing bugs. I'm going to go home and play Stardew Valley and smoke weed. And it's like, Gohan, get your ass in here. Get it up or get out of here. Because I'm sick of you. You know what I mean? I'm getting sick of this character at this point. Pick something. Yeah. Are you going to be stupid for the rest of your life? Because I know Gohan's smart. And he learned. And I get that, you know, not all the time you get the same lesson. But he's had it drilled into his head for like 6 years now. Like, plus, beyond that. So, from the begin, like, so he's got to be strong and stuff like that. He has the 7-year time skip with Goku. He doesn't have to be strong. Cool. Boom. All right. So, end of Z. We got end of Z right here. The Buu arc happens in like a 2-day span. So, for those 2 days, it's like the worst days of his life. His family getting folded and everything like that. He learns, man, I got to be strong. You know. And, you know, it said that he wouldn't get weaker and anything, but whatever. But he's looking pretty pathetic, you know, and whatever. Whatever. And he learns something can come out of the woodwork at any time and come and fold my family. Alright. You know what I mean? He's a young man. I'll give him 1. Destruction of planet, I'll give him 1. That's a little lenient. In other shows, I wouldn't. You know, in Naruto, I wouldn't be given this leniency. You know, if it was like a village, maybe it could get, you know, that could get folded. But like a planet, nah, Naruto, come on. But, you know, that's a little bit of that Dragon Ball bias, boys. So, Gohan, why you gotta be so trash? Ugh. So, in Resurrection F, he gets utterly full. Okay, so in BSFZ, or basically Battle Gods, he gets another wake-up call. Like, there is stuff beyond us that can come in and fold us at any time. That's another reminder. And he's got a baby on the way. Little baby, he didn't even know that baby was on the way. So you need to get your butt in gear, Gohan. Hey, that little ritual y'all did? Why didn't you do that for Gohan? Like, that's some easy, quick power. And you can just make it your own by fighting a little? So just go into the time chamber, start rocking around a little bit, and come out big and strong. Big strong. But okay. You know, we'll accept that. Then, we got Resurrection of F. Gets folded again by Frieza. Folded so bad, he in the tracksuit. We all know the scene. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, you all know the disrespect Gohan gets in that arc. We don't need to go over that again. The utter violation. Frieza was out here like the booty warrior, dude. He was like, I like you, so I want you. You know, we can do this the easy way or the hard way, bro. You know, he told him to pick up the soap type beat, bro. But like, whatever. So he folds him really bad. And he's got to call for help with his energy and everything like that. And it's like, that's cool. Whatever, fine. So it's been drilled in your head multiple times. And then you got the freaking tournament arcs. The tournament arc, the Universe 7 versus Universe... Hits Universe. You know, the one with Champa and everything. And you got to be strong. Because there's now a whole nother universe of fighters. And like, Beerus is like, I will destroy your planet if you lose this. Like, he's talking his big mess, like, always. You know what I mean? Beerus always on that pack. You know what I mean? He always gonna smoke the pack. So, you know, he's got another wake-up call. Like, maybe you should train, Gohan. And it's like, yeah, I should train more. I should get stronger. Go all the way to the Tournament of Power. He learns this thing again. He ain't been doing none of that. I know I basically just said the same thing twice. Now imagine you getting that done 5 times throughout a story for a character. We gotta go through this same arc multiple times. And then we get the movie. And it's like, man, what are you doing? This movie is trash on multiple levels beyond Gohan. But like, I'm getting sick of this going back to Super Saiyan Gohan stick. Don't do that. Do not do that. Make him strong, but he done gotta be the strongest. He has the potential to be the strongest. Just like Goku, Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, anybody in the verse. You know, if you watch if you read the end of the Granola arc, spoiler warning. I'll give you a couple seconds. Alright. Spoilers. Just final warning. If you read the end of the Granola arc, Frieza just goes into a time chamber and trains for 10 years. And he's the strongest. Granola just wishes on the Dragon Balls and he can be the strongest. So the power just keeps growing. And really, truly, it's like, it makes sense that it'd be another time chamber. Because, like, it was just on Earth when Kami got here. So it's like, who made that in the first place? And why? But oh well. I'm saying my piece, man. Just, please. This movie just doesn't get it. And like, they bring out the, you know, Gohan getting angry, and he's like, alright, I'm gonna go get my kid. Like, Pan gets kidnapped and all that stuff like that, right? And everyone else is an idiot in this movie, and I'll get into that part next. Next time, I think. I think I'll make another video just separately on the whole movie itself. But he goes over there, fights Gamma 1, and boxes him up a little bit. He's getting boxed up. Piccolo, like, gets him to get all angry, beating up Gamma 1, and goes Gohan Beast against Cell Max and stuff. Let's just skip past all that other stupid crap and just get to the point of Gohan. He's out here doing Super Saiyan 2, but again, in Gohan Beast. What is this transformation? What is this? Gohan Beast. It's white hair like Ultra Instinct, but it's got red eyes and stuff like that. He's doing a special beam cannon, which, to be fair, he should know that technique. Like, Piccolo should have taught him that, like, forever ago. Like, I like that part of it, but, and, like, obviously, you know, a lot of Dragon Ball movies just end with the big blast. Broly ended with a big blast. Freaking, or most Dragon Ball things in general just end with the big blast. It's not usually a big, you know, punch and stuff like that. And I'm fine with the big blast, as long as it fits and it's good. Right? But it doesn't. It just comes out of nowhere. And it's just nostalgia. And I see people over here crying, like Team 4 stars over here, saying, oh, this is so great. This is so hype. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, dude, what does this have to do with Gohan? This just came out of nowhere. I feel like I'm Courage the Cowardly Dog. We're in nowhere so hard, dude. I'm feeling like Eustace Bag. Bro, I'm getting me mallet because I'm Eustace and I'm in the middle of nowhere. So that is how hard it hits you out of nowhere that this is just a thing now. Just like a lot of the other things in this movie, but we'll get into that in the other video. Please, the next thing I want to see out of Gohan is him accepting the fact that he doesn't want to be the strongest. Give it to Goten. He wants that. He has that drive. Give it to Oob. Oob is what I imagine is the next Goku. You know what I mean? Like, we keep, like, you know, dancing around it, but Oob is the next Goku. That's the point of him. He's Kid Buu if he's a good guy. You know what I mean? He's insane. And stuff like that. He's crazy strong already as a kid, and he doesn't even train. He's over here solving the Moro arc like it's nothing. Casually. Not even on the same planet. Doesn't even know what's going on, really. Just a guy comes up and says, hey man, you need to take care of this real quick. And anything like that. We got a cool character with, you know, the mystical side of Dragon Ball, which, you know, another cool thing we need to talk about later. Anything like that. But Gohan wants to live a peaceful life with his family. Cool. But he also has already learned that he needs to train. Don't give him stupid power-ups out of nowhere. You know, and I get, you know, Dragon Ball always kind of does this. It has been doing this for a while now. Freaking Tien rolling up in the Tournament of Power. It's like, bro, you do not have a right to be here. Get him out. You know, Tien and Krillin rolling up and stuff like that. Like, random power boost. But, like, a whole new form out of nowhere. And he's not been training. And he's stronger than Cell Max. A guy that's stronger than Broly. I'm gonna just let it rest, boys. But that's Gohan disrespect has been bad. So I hope y'all guys enjoyed. I know I'm a rambly idiot, but I got things to say. And if you be watching, I'll be making. Funky Peacock out, boys.